Okay, so pretty much what we got to do now is hopefully get all these cars loaded, so it's gonna take a little bit. We have a bunch of them to load, so I mean they load a little bit, like they load a lot less than the other ones do, like than the regular like oil cars would probably hold. I think these hold 2 and the other ones hold, I think it's like 6 or 9 or something like that. So this is definitely gonna take a lot of cars to move a lot of oil, but I'm okay with that. It's just gonna, take time to load all these cars. But, because I can only use one of the oil filling places, like the one little spigots. I can only use one of those because I can't really sight 2 of these cars and have both of them be able to load it. So it's just not gonna work. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna use one of them, and we're just gonna move forward, fill the car, move forward, fill the car. That's kind of just how it's gonna go. And I still have that going on. I don't know why. Like, where they just kind of pulse a little bit off and on. I don't understand why they do. I just still don't understand. I think there's an issue somewhere, probably. But I don't know where the issue would be. Alright, now we get to load this one. But first we gotta actually make sure that's gonna go into the car and not make a big mess on the ground. See, that's the only thing I gotta do is just make sure that's gonna line up with every single car, then I'm okay. Then we'll load the 2 oil, and then we'll be off of this one and onto the next one, all the way down the line. So I hope everything goes good though for that. So yeah, we got 1 out of 2. Okay. Well, you might as well just put 2 in them. Let's fill them to the max, I guess, is the best way to do it. Then there's nothing more that we can do, right? Because everything else will be done. It's just filling all these cars, which is going to be an issue. And I might cut some of it out because it's just moving to the next one, moving to the next one, So I think if I was going to cut it out, that'd be why. Just because it's the same process that you seen for the first one, but, times how many ever cars. So that's all I can do, right? Alright, we finally got all of them loaded, so now it's time to just get up on the road. So it shouldn't take us that long, I wouldn't think, to get there. It's just gonna be slow because we have a heck of a lot of weight behind us, and that's really gonna slow us down, but there's not really much I can do. It's fully loaded cars. What did you want me to do? I mean, worst case scenario, we put it on full throttle and just let it kind of climb up the hill where we're having issues. But should be okay, I would imagine. We'll just have to see. Worst case, we have to get him back on the road. Best case is nothing falls off the track and life goes on. But I might leave these train cars out at the refinery. But I haven't made up my mind yet as to if I want to do that or leave them here at the field. It's not really going to matter too much anyway. So I guess it's not really going to matter. That'd be about the only thing I get to figure out. But I think everything else is good. I know all my switches are in line and everything like that's good. So there's a plus. The only problem is you just gotta get up to speed. Make it up the hill to get out of the main. probably gonna be an issue. Because there is, like, where it goes downhill a little bit at the end of this track. It's gonna be a little pain in the butt. I hope it's not too curvy, but there's not much I can do about it. So, I just hope that it doesn't derail because of me laying some track back. But I don't think it's gonna derail or anything weird. You know, it should work, but and again, who knows, right? Alright, so what the whole plan is to hopefully get this oil delivered in one straight shot. I'm hoping that I can just deliver the oil, get off my train, and I'll be very, very good. But it never goes that way, does it? It should, but it never does. And I hope it will. So we are going to try to complete it all in a single spot, but I don't think you know what's going to happen. We're going to give it a shot. And I have any question of whether it will do it or not. I'm hoping that the pins don't, kind of mess up like this sometime too. I don't think they will, because I think they're, these are more made for these smaller trains, which is kind of a good thing. So I'm hoping, like I said, this, will happen easily, gently, nothing will happen. We go with our lives, type of thing. But it is a train full of oil, and you know how good things tend to go. Not fun, not easy, sometimes so, I'm going to try my best to get it all done. I'm going to try my best to make sure this gets where it's going safely with that full tank of oil on it. Hope, nothing. Like I said, the longer sometimes the trains get for me, sometimes I forget that, we had to do updated splines and that. Because the old splines used to be even a little bit spicy. It was a pain. Should be fine, I would imagine, but on the new splines, but I haven't really messed with the new splines a lot. So that's why I'm like, okay, I don't know, if it is, if it isn't, or what. So, we should be okay. I would hope to run bigger trains, because I'm going to try to run some bigger trains, and basically I'm going to try to run as big of a train as I can. I want to try to get to 28, 29 cars on a single train just because, like, I'm just thinking, like, in my mind, I know it's a lot of oil, but I would rather move, a lot less oil in a smaller, train car than actually doing anything else, so, like, I hope it goes okay, but you never know how it's gonna go. It could always backfire. We hope it doesn't, though. Well, at least we're getting somewhere now. It is like I was saying earlier, though. It's going to be a long run, going up this little bit of section of hill that we have ahead of us. So what I think I'm probably going to end up having to do is full throttle it. I hope not, but, worst case scenario, full throttle. Intermixed with, letting it just kind of coast up the hill. But I think 99% of the time it's going to be 100% just to climb the hill. And then it starts to flatten out once you get to the top. Or we're going to drop the oil. So, it's not going to be too hard to get where I got to go. Which is going to be more time consuming than anything. But we're going to have to, do what we do best and just work with it the only way I know how to. Which is, just be really, really careful and easy, and just nice and easy through the corners, and if everything ends, you know, in an okay shape. I think everything should come back with no damage, which will be really good. In worst case, we gotta, you know, start this run over again, but we'll get it done. Because I think it's not gonna take that long. I don't really think. It's just depending on what speed I want to run at. And see, I just want to kind of keep it at a nice, easy speed rather than trying to go super fast, because I know for a fact if I go 100%, I know what will happen. Train will slip or lose traction, or sometimes they'll just go way too fast, break the link, and then derail your whole train. And I don't feel like cleaning all the cars, putting them back on the rail. It's just so much work. So I think I'll try to hit it as easy as I can. I know that this is gonna weigh a heck of a ton because, you know, got a lot of weight behind us. So I'm hoping it goes well. You know, once we get up there, making this hill crossing, that's the whole thing. Because as long as that whole thing goes smoothly, we should be looking in, you know, somewhat of decent shape, but I don't know if it will. But it might, you just never know. Because if you know, you hit the brakes or something like that a little too early, then you'll have a problem. Other than that, will be good. Just gotta follow this all the way to the top. So, I mean, it's gonna be a pretty straightforward run. Once this, you know, pretty much gets to where it's gotta go, and it's just time to do it all over again. Day in and day out, all we do is haul the oil. Something like that, right? You know, I hope that, you know, start doing that. Just running a whole bunch of that up here. I don't know how practical it's going to be. It's just an idea that I have. So it could be an easy idea. It could be a bad idea. We'll never know. But I hope that it's a decent idea at least. That's pretty much what we're going to do. Just get up here pretty much as easy as we can. It's working pretty okay. Not to the way that I think it should be. We need a little bit more power to haul all the full oil cars up the hill sometimes. That's what I said. Sometimes you'll have to give it 100%. Nothing will happen, and you give it standard 100%. You know, then you'll make it right on. So, it's all about how you work out the problems, not how the problems, you know, get solved, I guess. It's just sometimes how you gotta figure it out. If it's something easy, you know, then you could probably fix it easier, you know. This one we should be alright. Hoping to come away with a little bit more money than I did last time. So, last time what I got was pretty much next to nothing. So I bought a couple extra cars to maybe try to get more to them. Just to wait and see. You know, it's like when you say, oh, we're just gonna transfer product, you know. Some days are fun, some days are not. But it's always interesting though. This is turning into like the little engine that could situation. You know, I mean, it's a decent engine to start off the game with. So. But I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. Just taking her nice, nice and easy through some of these corners. And, yeah, I think once we get through some of these corners, then we should be alright. Because then I think it does straighten out for a bit. So, which is going to be nice, but first we got to get through some more corners. Then we did pretty much a straight shot into the refinery, so only one way to do that, I believe. But I believe in this one we can, just like the other side, so that'll work. Pretty much once we get up here, we start looking at it all the way. We start hauling a heck of a lot more cars. Stuff like that. It should be alright though, right? Or is it going to be too much weight to go up the hill, That's the whole game I like to play is how much stuff can I put behind this train before we reach the limit? I mean, it might be. But, we get it all sorted out. But I think that's going to be the easiest thing is just kind of keep it nice and low and slow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's one of the easiest runs I think I've made though. So, and they might even suspect that this is carrying oil, but it is, so good enough for me. Alright, so at least we made it here now. So I think pretty much once we get these offloaded, I think that would be the end of this because we got up here safe and unloaded. And it's just time to do it all again. Maybe off camera, so it's still gonna take a while. I understand that to fill this place back up to what we had before, but it's just what we're gonna have to do, because I think once I get this filled up, then I gotta start making runs from here all the way back to the depot, and that's not gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to make a long trek into the oil fields and just basically run over, the crossover track so that we can go back to the depot. It's not gonna be fun, but it's kind of a whatever, but we'll get it sorted out. So, alright, here we go. Now, as long as we get all of them floated, I'll be super happy this time, even though it still says that it's loaded, even though it's not. I guess it does take a minute probably to figure out that I'm empty. It was full, but at least we made it here, so we should be making some oil butters, even if it's let's say we only got like 10-15 of them. I could load those up probably in one of those new cars and move them back all the way to the depot, but that doesn't sound like fun. So let's get these back ones done. It's gonna be the easiest job. I'm gonna keep it low and steady because again I'm gonna try to make sure that we just kind of lightly go forward so that we don't pull all the rest of the cars off the track, I've seen that before. Or if you stop them, too fast or too much RPM, sometimes you can mess up what's behind it. So it'll be alright. We're hoping these last ones get offloaded, which they did. just about. Some of them did, some of them didn't. It's really, really, really picky. Alright, is that all of them? Nope, just this one, and then I think the last one on the end there. Which is gonna be fine. And the whole thing's gonna be done and over. So, I will see you on the next one.